We were just watching together, listening to our senior West Coast correspondent, John Ehrlichman, and the Facebook IPO. You know a lot about bringing companies from a very baby stage to an adolescent one, at least. What is your feeling about the Facebook IPO, how it's going, what it means to the tech universe?
So we're living in extraordinary times right now. We're seeing a very fast shift in consumer behavior, whether it's to social, whether it's to mobile, whether it's to tablets. We haven't seen this kind of shift for a long, long time. And so the result of that is that big incumbent players are being dislocated and huge new companies are being built. And Facebook is certainly at the top of that stack.
Top of that stack, but in what ways do you mean that? Because I've heard you say in the past that the innovators of tomorrow are not the innovators of yesterday. So does that mean that you believe in a life cycle Facebook will soon be replaced?
I think that we're seeing an acceleration of that life cycle. So what we're seeing is we're seeing a remarkable company that's grown up very fast, that's going to IPO, that I believe will be oversubscribed. This will zoom up. I believe that the window or the cycle will be shorter for Facebook than it was for Google, because I think that the sort of the vectors of disruption right now are so extreme that even companies like Facebook, who seem like they've got everything going for them, incredible users, incredible user numbers, engagement, etc. They do an acquisition a month ago of Instagram for $1 billion, where they are acquiring a piece of their workflow, in other words, picture sharing on mobile, because they realize that picture sharing engagement on mobile is not as strong as they'd like it to be for Facebook itself. So they see innovation already coming into their business. I think it will be a shorter cycle.
Okay, a shorter cycle, because it sounds like, from what you're saying, just the life cycle of technology, that's what we're dealing with now. But when you make that Facebook-Google comparison, is it also about the pure business model, the revenue model of each company?
Yeah, ultimately, yes, it is. I mean, Google untapped an incredible business model with a lot of operating leverage to it. I think Google is now under a lot of pressure. And I think that you can see the sort of the transitions through these tech companies. You know, AOL is sort of in the operating theater. Yahoo's clearly in the operating theater. I think Google's like standing outside waiting.
It's in the ambulance.
Yeah, it's in the ambulance. It's a lot of trouble, and the Google guys are incredibly smart, but it is very hard for these big companies to move through these disruptions.